Welcome back, whatever episode this is, because I
Couldn't
truly
even be bothered.
I
There was
truly-
a delay.
Yeah, I truly forgot to even check.
The state.
It's the worst in the world, dude. I want to say like 166. Sorry, I will get this. We are on. Not even close. 158.
That's kind of close.
No, 8 episodes off. It's nowhere near close. We're kind of just doing Demon Slayers.
Which is crazy. I just realized that.
Yeah, and
like,
tomorrow
maybe we shouldn't have.
and Saturday might be a Demon Slayer thing. So, who the knows? We are talking about why we hate Deku but love Tanjiro by Yingkoos.
King Yingkoos, yeah.
Yingkoos?
Who hates? Is Deku hate really a thing?
It was for the people that weren't fans of the series. It was very easy to just look at him and go, "Oh, he cries. Oh, he's too nice." Blah blah blah, so on and so forth.
But surely this is coming from the perspective of somebody who has watched the series and is able to comment on both characters, in a knowledgeable way.
Yes, I would have hoped so at the very least. They are very loud.
They're super loud. Kicking with all that flavor in your ear. I am 100% fine with Deku. I talked about this before, but the only thing is he is very hurt by the existence of Ippo, who is better than him in every single way.
He does what Deku does to the
so
nth
much
degree.
better. And I just can't separate that. And I know it's not fair, but I just cannot separate that in my mind of just, well, you're like switch like Dragon Ball. You know, you're the prototype and Ippo is the perfection.
Yeah.
But you're coming after the motherfucker. So it's like, what are we doing here? If you're gonna do the Ippo better.
And Deku as a character, I think is fine.
Yeah.
The story he's placed into is dogs. The actions he's forced to take sometimes is dogs. But as a character, he's fine.
That's why
Tanjiro is nothing, dude.
Yeah, completely. This should be switched though. Just Tanjiro is the nutsack, and Deku is that dude.
That's the way I would assume it would go. Because Deku at least has things about him.
So it's got to just be the crying because they both work for where they are.
Mm-hmm.
They both have like this inlaid thing that makes them the best.
Mm-hmm. People gravitate towards them.
They're super nice boys. They're analytical.
They show respect to their villains.
I've no idea. That's why I'm just like, what's the Deku hate? That's why we haven't really done like Deku sucks video or Deku's amazing, because we're like, Deku's fine.
Yeah, he's a 7 character, 6.5 in a 3 series.
He's good for a series. It's not too much. I am crazy over
very interested in what the Muff has to say about Tanjiro in relation to Deku because I just don't see it.
It's crazy. That's why I just saw this video while I was looking for videos. I'm like, what?
It has to give you pause. Like,
what's the argument here?
Description boys.
Tanjiro and Deku both like a good cry, but one gets hate for the other praise. This video is gonna try to find out why.
I don't think Tanjiro gets praise for his crying. He gets praise for who he is as a person. He doesn't cry. So the thing with Deku is he would cry when like Uraraka's like, "I'll join your team." He'd cry there. Tanjiro's crying tends to be more in context of what's actually going on, as opposed to being a quote-unquote cry baby. So his cries were more, again, quote-unquote, justified, as opposed to Deku, who's just kind of like, oh no, this is a hardship, and so I cry. let's just get into it then. Oh yeah, I forgot I gotta put the. There we go, so y'all know what time it is.
This is a shorter one, hopefully.
Worst anime main character ever. I don't like Deku.
He's too positive.
And all of a sudden, he's crying again.
Oh, he's too positive?
Yeah, these are Superman haters. These are the people that are like, no, Superman. Who's the worst anime main character of all time? I don't like Deku. That's not an answer. There's many main characters I don't like, but I wouldn't call them the worst ever. I don't even think Goku's the worst ever main character. He just sucks.
I don't like Fairy Tail, but I wouldn't say Natsu.
That's not a good answer.
Most sincere anime character I've ever seen.
Tanjiro can actually empathize with anyone.
But
Deku.
Yeah,
no.
He's literally empathizing with a dude that said to kill yourself, B. End your life.
He said it was about the quirk and...
Why do some boys get to cry while others don't?
Bro, AIing this is crazy bars.
Well, yeah, you're just killing the planet for baby crying Deku and vaguely Studio Ghibli mom.
Throwing her shoe at him?
Yep. With 3 fingers on one hand and 4 on the other.
Big ups.
I'll go back. Big ups to 5-fingered Deku and 4-toed Deku.
The biggest up.
I sometimes it'll be like people in Twitter will be like, this is AI, what the and I'm like, where is it? And like, look, this hair is clipping right here, and I'm like, gotta zoom in, like, oh, I guess it is.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that they'll say, but then you got this buff.
Which, like, she's got a shadow under one finger.
Yeah.
And then no other shadows on her hand. That type of
Don't. In other words, why do we hate Deku but love Tanjiro? The answer to this will come
But here's the thing. You've taken 6 totally different people and 6 totally different opinions to extrapolate. It'd be different if the anime dude that was just like, who's the worst main character, and the guy said Deku, and then who's the best, and he said Tanjiro.
Yeah.
That'd be
There's
thing.
no comparison. These people may or may not have seen Tanjiro as well, so they're going, and hate Deku because he's too nice, having never seen Tanjiro be just as or more nice than that, and they can't. So all you're doing is just going, look at this Deku hate, when you can just find easily, look at this Tanjiro hate.
Or this Deku love.
But you showcase the Deku hate, and obviously it's for the sake of the video.
Yes, of course.
But the same things that can be said about Deku can be said about Tanjiro.
completely change how you view these 2 characters and storytelling at large. Cause I've spent weeks
8 minutes is gonna make me...
I need that whole sentence.
but love Tanjiro. The answer to this will completely change how you view these 2 characters and storytelling at large.
This month is about to change our entire 30 plus years outlook on storytelling.
Yeah, boy.
In 8 minutes, not even 8 minutes, 7.5, because we got preamble, we got setups.
It's the entirety of it.
Cause I've spent weeks mulling over these questions, going back to rewatch both series to comprehend what causes the different reactions.
That street tier Deku made me cry laughing at certain points.
This is what that whole family bullshit should have been.
Yeah,
In and out, completely different things. We're done here.
You got a day and a half of people going, bring me the pound puppies. Get in, get out, it's over, the joke is done.
Yes, you're of course always gonna have your straggler still trying to post them, but for the internet at large has moved on as you should. Weeks of that family, months.
To these characters.
Dude, I just went to an anime con and I'm so sick of the strongest character is Kaido. No, it's Buggy.
No. No.
I'm so sick of jokes. I'm so sick of it.
I don't give a about the strongest discussion, but discuss this if you want to discuss it.
It's just the memeing. Oh, Bucky. Oh, God. Usopp. Shut up.
And what causes the different reactions to these characters. So today I'm going to reveal how these 3 pillars of storytelling work together to...
You shouldn't have the 3 dings if there's nothing accompanying them.
A movement of the chalice or the words of what each of those.
Or reveal each chalice with each ding. The 3 pillars, I should say.
That's fine.
Force you to adore one of anime's top goody two-shoes while making you despise the other for the exact same reason. Ever since the latest round of Deku slander hits the airwaves thanks to Death Battle, My Hero Academia haters...
X gonna give it to you? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not Persona music, I guess.
You to get it on your own.
X gonna deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. With the non-stop pop, the stainless steel.
Go hard, gonna give it to you.
And Deku detesters have been firing from all cylinders. Deku's been christened Bully Man, a street tier crusader. They even brought out the...
People are memeing.
Yes.
This isn't Deku hate. This is pure and simple. Him talking about and beating up the pound puppies.
The Ruby Rose and the Alvin and the Chipmunks.
And Oracle in the wheelchair. That is people making jokes.
Yes, and it is funny. Or was at least.
Liables about Deku being a boring goody two-shoes with a cringe anime voice and annoying fanbase. But worst of all, he cries. Like a lot. And while some of this may be true,
a lot of those weren't. I saw 2 that weren't crying.
That's not a cry. That's not a cry. This is getting close to it. This isn't a cry.
Yeah,
this is not a good one to show.
It seems like this was, and I don't mean to put this on this individual, a dishonest thing to be like, look at all these panels, and it was done so quickly that he wouldn't think that somebody would be pedantic enough to go back to check to see if they were actually crying.
Yes.
Just focus on the 2 or 3 that were crying and go, okay, I guess these are all just crying.
I mean,
I think that this is insanely dishonest.
2 are abjectly smiling,
Yes.
like
a lot. And while some of this may be true, I've always noticed we have a...
But if I look up Nezuko and Tanjiro kissing, I'm gonna get that.
Or Zenitsu Tanjiro.
Whatever.
Or Inosuke Tanjiro.
I could probably find Muzan in one of the dead kids. It's out there.
Sabito Makimo.
No matter what the media is, you will have those cringy people doing cringy things.
Yes.
Either making art about it, either doing fanfics about it.
TikToks.
Whatever it is, I don't think that that's fair to be like, oh, look at the My Hero. No. Again, I'm not even going to defile my phone by looking up whatever filth that Demon Slayer got going on.
Another mainstream MC who checks off all of these boxes but doesn't get any of the flack. In fact, he is revered, so much so that according to...
Because he's attached to a super popular series.
Yes.
If, again, Demon Slayer was middling, you'd hear a lot of the same issues. But too many people are going to ride the wave of positive and negative and then go, well, I can talk about Tanjiro. Well, I can talk about Zenitsu. Well, I can talk about the plot, the whatever, because everyone's going to talk about the animation, of course. But you've got to get people that are really into the thing, or positive or negative, to click your video. So you've got to come with a perspective that isn't touched on enough so far.
And Tanjiro has fewer negatives than a Deku. He doesn't have the dark Deku.
Because he's nothing.
Because he's a straight 5.
Yes.
Whereas Deku goes down to a 1 and up to an 8. And there's movement there. But Tanjiro is just Tanjiro.
A 2020 survey, Japanese kids love him more than their own parents.
It's the same thing from the other one.
Never left. Insert the jokes we made here. Of course, a bunch of kids see a super popular thing.
Yes.
I'm sure if when Avengers Endgame was out, kids would have been like, Iron Man more than mommy and daddy. Like, yeah, okay.
And Tanjiro is also a lot more prevalent in his series than Deku is in his, so it's a lot easier to like him for a younger person to be attached to the main character when they're shown a lot more and they're doing a lot more and they're overcoming their odds and blah blah blah.
There's an entire arc with no Deku, or essentially no Deku. Shoot, an arc and a half, really?
Half the underground arc doesn't have them.
The villain arc, the war, is a lot of just Miracle.
The final arc is 30% Deku, maybe, and it's really backloaded with all the end stuff.
But no time for the Mina fight. Ain't got time for that.
No, there's no time. No, but belly button, no. You just got a zappy and then, hey, I beat the sunflower guy.
Thanks,
Hooray.
Invisible Girl.
Oh, you're naked now. Laugh or jerk? Do whatever you want, audience.
Why are those separate?
As if I can't do both.
Tanjiro. Why is this? Well, the first pillar of story.
Okay, 6.5 minutes to change our entire viewpoint on Tanjiro, Deku, and storytelling.
Big ups.
Storytelling that feeds into this dynamic is so basic, people always undermine it. So pay attention. Its setting. The environment of Demon Slayer endears us so much more to Tanjiro as opposed to MHA does to Deku.
I really need an explanation for this, especially when My Hero came out near the height of the superhero boom.
Yeah. Dark World.
I don't give a about a Dark World.
That's you think the argument that he's making is VG of ALX doesn't care about this Dark World? He don't give a He's going to people. Now I know you're watching this VG of ALX.
And I know you in particular don't care. But please wait for my explanation. Don't change the channel. I got something to say.
Now that you finished pausing, BG of ALX.
Yeah, I was silent for 2 seconds because I knew that was a pause from ALX. Let me yeah, alright, here's the argument.
You see, the world of Demon Slayer is dangerous because
there's a guy that could touch the ground and disintegrate a city block. It's so dangerous that people don't even know demons exist.
It's such a dangerous world because we see a bunch of nobodies getting eaten.
It's so dangerous.
The world of Demon Slayer hosts, you guessed it, demons. Not the misunderstood types you see in Hazbin Hotel, Devil May Cry. Nah, they're the original card-carrying children of Satan, or Michael Jackson in this case. And they came to
the joke.
The joke. They still have morals though.
Yeah.
Akaza did not eat women or children.
And they're the misunderstood. And then they cry when they're dying because of the remembrance of the thing they did.
Literally. The new Demon Slayer poster for the new movie has half of Akaza crying. And people were jizzing over that. Where is this?
Of course they were. God, it's gonna be so good. Look at all the money. Who gives a shit?
There it is. Let's normalize key visuals with deep meaning and visual storytelling rather than putting a bunch of characters on the screen and calling a day. And it's Akaza. Half of him is the demon and he's blue and he's seeing Tanjiro and he's smiling and he's evil. And the other half is him nice and sad and crying over his door.
It's just the present and past. There's no deep meaning. Disgusting.
Deep meaning. It is the simplest thing you can do.
Legit, dude. I'm so tired of it. It's not. Y'all can't keep saying
What?
the plot isn't deep and it's the simplest thing in the world, and then go look how deep this. You can't.
It's crazy.
I'm so sick of these mothers.
It's nuts.
What does this series do to people? It ain't hitting. I'm sorry.
It's their second or third anime, so it
Can't just be that.
We was Naruto boys.
And look where we are now.
What did you want us to be named
I
for our
understand.
AMV channel?
We make Naruto AMV.
We make Naruto AMVs.
It
And
was
who
very
talked you out of
literal.
it? And who talked you out of it?
You did with the simple argument of we'll be making more.
Piece of shit.
But hey, while it was airing, we knew they're not seeing this yet.
We knew with later information.
No,
Choji, that was the this is
no, I'm not even I'm talking about roughly 3/4 into the series. We were like, ooh.
of Naruto proper?
No, the entire series.
Oh no, yeah, that's what I was talking about. It comes later.
Yeah, no.
But hey, guess what? This is 3/4 of the series because they ain't reading that.
But we went through the Swordsmith Village was a terrible arc.
And their mindset is, oh, it's gonna pick it back up in the end.
And they're gonna think it does, because Zenitsu's gonna get a thing arc or whatever. And he's gonna get to see his grandpa in the thing ghost of
And
afterlife.
then he makes a new form, and you go, oh, he did the new thing like he did the other new thing.
Now
but
he's
this
a beast while awake too.
Oh no! What?
When do they wake up?
Zenitsu or like
They, them.
the abstract theoretical person that is the Demon Slayer fan, because that's
Yes,
not fair to
that
just
one.
lump them all into the same.
Isn't it?
I couldn't turn a corner without seeing a Demon Slayer cosplay. It was so annoying. I was furious. I think I said when we went to Otakon the first time 2 years ago, I was quoted as saying, "I've seen nothing in DC other than rats and Demon Slayer cosplayers," because they are everywhere. Which one? Both.
Beautiful. There's still rats all over.
Oh my. Dude, literally had to walk around like this. They are like are like Detroit pigeons. Where they will just, you know, you will be walking and the pigeons just like, you think I'm moving for you?
Yeah, I got bread somewhere around here. I smell this food.
You go around me. and then
I'm gonna do a little cool jog for you, but I ain't moving. I'll do a little steppy step, but you know, I'll waddle a bit.
Muzz was just sitting there.
Broad daylight.
I'm like, broad daylight. Not even night, but morning. They was tripping over each other. Dude, that is a rat palace. And I can't, oh man. They don't have to fight to get me back to DC. Because that is disgusting. I don't know what they got going on over there. But it is a paradise. And I don't understand it.
And it's weird.
I've never seen no like that.
We've been to New York and it was nowhere near
nothing
and
like
people
that.
always talk about how huge the rats are in New York. We spent an entire day there, well into the night.
I went to BronyCon there. 2 days in New York.
Where's the rats? But apparently DC.
They all got shipped over to DC. It got to the point that I stopped caring.
I okay, maybe this is the desensitization you needed your whole life.
No, you don't want to be. It's just like being desensitized to just normal porn. You're like, oh, I've gone too far. Oh, something wrong with me. I need to pull it back.
I'm 7 layers too deep.
How many tabs I got open?
I'm watching cameras in vagina porn. What am I doing out here?
How did we get here?
Are the walls really turning me on like this? But for at least the fear, I can see it being a worthwhile venture to be desensitized.
No.
Do one job. Kill, and they do it well. If the average human meets a demon, they are fucked. You're gonna get your head ripped off, claws in your back, and your neck drained of blood. How do we know this? Because that's exactly what happened to Tanjiro's family in episode 1. Now,
and the very first villain we encounter almost kills Bakugo.
That sounds pretty bad, don't it?
now, let's compare that to MHA's setting. Deku lives in a world
This isn't a true showcase of the first villain.
This is insanely dishonest.
where supervillains exist. But
Dude, did you hear this music of just boom, 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 and now this? Come on now. Superheroes exist, yes, but demon slayers exist over there to slay the demons. Over here, the heroes beat the villains. Over there, the slayers slay the demons.
And it's a difference because of the saturation of the prevalence of heroes as opposed to demon slayers, because they don't even know demons exist. Imagine everybody thinks only heroes exist, and then in the dead of night, villains go off stealing and breaking down, and then you're like, what's
draining people of blood?
Yeah, it's the hero killer stain. The hero killer stain.
average villain just wants money, power, notoriety, and doesn't really kill. Like
the main villain wanted to destroy everything.
His plan was to touch the earth and disintegrate the earth. Himiko Toga is a murderer. Dabi is a murderer. Lady Nagant is a murderer.
Twice, I believe, as a murderer.
He probably got some dirt done.
Yes, there are going to be villains, low-ranked villains, who just want to cause disruption and want to do a thing. But then
He just wanted to be I'm muscle and I'm evil.
But there are people whose nickname is Hero Killer. Like
the top hero got his guts ripped out.
First,
can no longer be a hero. Stars and Stripes disintegrated.
Lady Midnight off screen, you out of here.
This guy is Death Arms. He was just like, the world is so against us, I can't even be a hero, and he quit.
Because society, hero society, and by and large, society as a whole, because hero society is society, was broken. With the revelation of one hero being an abuser.
And that hero is an abuser who thought that he abused his son so much that he killed himself.
It ended his life. He was talking about his father's love and all that.
About the fire quirk and all that. We knew it was about the ice.
variety and doesn't really kill. Like the first villain we see in MHA is a bag snatcher, and typically when a villain threatens civilians, you got a whole heap of organized heroes ready to take them down.
And they couldn't. Everybody was like, I can't do anything against the sludge villain because of this reason and this reason and this reason. And Deku was willing to just walk on by and let whoever was in there get consumed until he saw it was Bakugo.
The world of Demon Slayer is so much more dangerous to Tanjiro in comparison to MHA.
This is that stakes bullshit where the only way to have stakes is death, and things can be dangerous without a bunch of people dying, getting their guts ripped out.
the first real arc of My Hero Academia was they were just doing some fun practice stuff, and then a bunch of villains rocked up going, we're gonna kill the kids and then lure the heroes out.
Almost permanently disfigured their teacher.
Is to Deku, and as a result, it's instinctive for us, the audience, to root more for Tanjiro, knowing his surrounding is much more deadly. And you can really see the difference in their settings play out in the first couple arcs, while Tanjiro faces death again and again and again in the final selection arc. Kidnappers
Pause. The final selection arc, a bunch of mooks that he did not know nor care about.
Yes.
The arc, the Asakusa arc, the biggest challenge the setting of MHA.
The Arrow and Ball chick?
Yeah, and Swamp Demon.
They didn't kill. Swamp Demon killed people, but that was off screen. He could be lying as far as Deku, as far as Tanjiro is concerned. And Ball and Arrow dude did not kill anybody on screen.
Presents Deku with at the beginning of the story is just staying in school. Sure, Deku gets some pretty serious.
No, that's literally a lie. They come to there to kill. He and Shiggy was seconds away from touching Froppy's face and disintegrating her.
Injuries, but those initial critical moments, knowing a character's life's on the line, that grab your attention and
Deku's life was also on the line the second he got out of his little school bubble. The second they got out of it, their lives were in danger.
foster the seeds of love and adoration for them just aren't there for Deku like they are for Tanjiro.
So stakes are what it means. So any show that doesn't have stakes is lesser than a show that does have stakes.
And by stakes, you clearly just mean death.
Just death. Because that's the low level thinking that this is. Yeah. Where it's just stakes are only death. The stakes for Deku is him getting kicked out, not being a hero, the hero that he wants to be, not living up to All Might's potential and All Might's expectations. These are stakes for Deku that are just as big as some random mooks dying.
Resulting in an audience that has less of a reason to really ride out for Deku. This leads to the second pillar of storytelling that evokes love for Tanjiro but hate for Deku, and this will blow your mind how closely it relies on the first, the consequence. Just
you mean Deku's permanently disfigured arm?
You showed
by the second or third arc permanently?
Like his expectations of, well, you are the last person that could take out this generational villain whom we could not beat, whom All Might could not beat. It's up to you. Clock is ticking, by the way. Yeah, he's a coming.
He's a coming.
Like the setting of Demon Slayer is so much more severe than MHA, so are its consequences. Demon Slayer enforces stiffer penalties for weaknesses, fuck-ups, and ignorance shown by Tanjiro a lot more than MHA does to Deku. And these consequences aren't random, like some strangers dying or unknowns getting disfigured. They are personal. Throughout the story of Demon Slayer, Tanjiro is forced to reckon with his inability, and he pays dearly for it.
First, there was literally nothing that he could do to save his family. He was off on down the mountain.
Yeah, this is goofy.
This is 0% his fault. He's doing the
consequences of him trying to feed his family is them dying?
That's bonkers. He's doing the same thing that he did day in and day out before.
Oh, the consequences of you going to work as a coworker died because a lever got pushed that you got knocked into or something.
It's not like he ran afoul of Muzan down the mountain and Muzan saw the earrings and just went, oh, them muffs is up there. And that's why he went there. Those would be consequences. Yeah. But this is just some random happenstance when he wasn't there.
Or he even had to take a different path because it started snowing or something. And he could go, okay, I can take this path. Or even when it's just like, I don't believe in demons, I'm just going to go up the mountain. And he would not have seen Muzan. But because he stayed in the village, like the dude said, Muzan showed up. And he's like, oh, the earring. So if he had just followed his bush, if he had made that choice, That would be a consequence. This is, like you said, pure happenstance.
The loss of his family, the fact his sister's been turned into a demon, the death of Rengoku saving his life, Tengen losing an arm doing...
Rengoku saving his life. It wasn't really about Rengoku saving his life. It was about Rengoku killing the demon that he's tasked to kill.
Yeah.
Same thing here.
The same thing, just to name a few. This trend of Tanjiro...
Okay, so All Might cutting his time down in half for beating the Nomu, and then completely draining his time and leaving Deku as the future symbol of peace.
This is really disingenuous.
It's crazy.
He said he rewatched or reread both of these. Why is he only using like the beginning of both? I haven't seen things very far in either.
Losing someone close to him on a mission happens so often, it's a literal meme. Now in contrast,
he loses somebody. What did he say?
an arm doing the same thing, just to name a few. This trend of Tanjiro losing someone close to him on a mission happens so often, it's a literal meme.
Pause.
It has only happened.
He lost Rengoku because Sound Man is still alive.
Yeah, I think it's only happened once, legitimately.
Swordsman Village, nobody died there.
Mansion, Drum Demon.
So you're just lying and memeing.
I don't think he's lying. I think these people are just like...
This is crazy.
Yeah, I don't...
Now in contrast to that, MHA doesn't inflict any real personal consequence onto Deku. He doesn't lose any family members or friends.
But you don't have to.
Yes.
That's not the only way that you can get consequences or personal struggles.
The consequences of him not being able to use his quirk well means that his arm is messed up. Does it come into play? No, not really. But there is a consequence to that. Just like there's no... Tengen lost his arm, but there's no real consequence to that. He just goes on living, and then he fights in the final fight or whatever.
Rengoku died, but what's the consequence? Who said, man, if only Rengoku was here in the final fight? What could... In terms of strength, we don't know how much stronger or weaker he is than a Tengen, than a Mitsuri.
Rockman.
We don't know. So he would have just been another number here. Obviously, that would have helped. Yeah. But anybody with that level of strength would have helped.
Their plot device, I mean kid of season 3 and 4, Koto or Eri, die or are physically scarred as a result of Deku failing them. Deku does lose his powers at...
Are you really going... The kids didn't die, so there's no consequences. The consequence of that whole thing is they lost All Might. The consequence of that arc is All Might is gone, the symbol of peace, which barrels into in everything with Endeavor, which further barrels into the collapse of hero society and mistrust of heroes.
Which then leads to Dark Deku.
The end of the show, but then get to suits which mimics them, so that doesn't really count. The closest death...
What did Tanjiro lose? Nezuko's there, all his closest friends survive, he's good, they go on and have kids for generations!
I think he messed up one of his arms and his eye is wonky.
Who?
Tanjiro.
That means nothing!
It means nothing, but that is an argument to be made.
There's...
I don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and say, not manga boys.
Flash loss to Deku I can think of is the death of Night's Eye, and I'd argue Night's Eye's death spurred on the minion a lot more than it did Deku. And that's exactly my point. When we see a character experience loss or pain because they weren't enough, but then they use those hard lessons to spur themselves on to future victories, they gain a lot more respect.
That's not what happened with Mario at all! And that's not what happened with Tanjiro! Tanjiro didn't lose Rengoku and it spurred him on to a greater victory later on.
No!
He didn't reflect back on Rengoku and then do the big rah or something. He didn't unlock flame breathing in that moment to defeat a villain he couldn't. It did almost nothing!
Same thing with Tengen. Yeah, this is bonkers.
Respect in our eyes. they become a lot more human. And as a result,
This human literally didn't happen with Muriel.
I'm so this argument pisses me off so much that the way to write a character is to make them more human. What does that even mean? Because humans are everything. There are stoic ones. There are selfish ones. There are selfless ones. There are outgoing ones. Humans can be literally anything. What you probably mean is humanize him, but even that is goofy because we can see the humanization of Deku from basically the beginning where he has to give up on his dream until he looks into his dream, which is what happens for a lot of people not born into privilege. They look into their dream and then they work hard to keep that dream going or to reach what is the entirety of their dream. They get their foot in the door, however they're gonna do it, and then they work hard and then they achieve it, which is what happens with Deku. How is that not a humanization more than you're a person dying next to you? Yeah. So you've been spurred on to greatness,
and that's one of those. That's the way to humanize them.
God,
that's a crazy metric.
I'm so tired of it, dude. I don't know what Demon Slayer does to these people.
It is a way to easily denigrate Deku,
but it's not even denigrating because it's the same thing.
I understand.
When Tanjiro screams cutting off a demon's head or cries in a sensitive moment, we know it's not done out of nothing. It's done to honor the death of his family. It's done as a reminder of the sacrifices people have made to let him live on. Those screams and cries now carry weight.
But literally,
that scream is just a scream. It does nothing. He screams every time he does a big slash. It means nothing.
The first time that Deku uses his powers is to protect somebody.
With a big scream.
With a big scream. And he hurts himself because of it.
And could have died if she didn't catch him in that moment.
Whereas in Deku's case, those shouts ring hollow. He hasn't suffered enough personally to then justify this hypersensitivity he's so often criticized for.
He hasn't suffered enough to justify crying as a person.
Yeah. Ayo. What an insane metric.
What an insane metric.
You've not suffered enough to warrant you screaming like that.
I haven't felt enough of your personal trauma to justify me being okay with you crying.
But being born in a world where 80% of the people are, 90%, sorry, and he's one of the 10% that are not special. He doesn't even have like a dumb eyeball extending quirk. He has nothing.
Why did you go to that?
Because that's weird.
What was it? Eyes, head, or something?
Come on now. And one of the only people that he's close with is somebody whose quirk is so amazing that they're going to UA, the top hero school. And he can't even go to a bottom rank hero school because he has nothing. And he has to live with that day in and day out.
Not even like a spring toe.
Nothing. He's only special for not being special. Isn't that enough to the point where he's in front of his hero going, can I? And the hero goes, no.
Yeah, be a firefighter or something.
Flat out, no. Give up on your dream.
And then he sees somebody in trouble and he has that moment of, hey, maybe. And then his hero's memory comes. You cannot. Don't do that. And then he does it.
And that's why one of the best moments in all of My Hero is, young man, you can be a hero.
You too can become a hero.
I saw that. I went, oh, this is real good. That's so strong.
Yeah, imagine you being a basketball player, a little kid, like a 7-8-year-old kid, going up to LeBron James, like, can I play basketball? He just going, no, you can't.
Yeah.
Like, How would that make you feel?
Literally, the dude that you've been idolizing, the reason why you want to be a hero. Everybody's favorite, the world's or Japan's asterisk best hero. Who knows? The best hero is sitting in front of you going, give up.
Yeah, no, not this particular dream. You can still be a hero, but like in a
different way. Not a capital H hero.
Yeah, you got a small hero, but be a police officer.
Yeah, you can help people in other ways, but you ain't gonna be punching no big thing.
Until he punches
the biggest. He sure did kill that guy who was inside of that other guy.
Yay?
Homophobic Deku? You decide.
This comes off more childlike, worsening his.
How is it?
Hey, who cares? This is a
Yeah,
child and a mature argument. This is we like DC and the Man of Steel and all of that over. You keep that kitty Marvel over there. That does not make it better because it's quote unquote more adult or less kitty. I don't give a.
And you've already established the setting in a way that would foster that ideals of wanting to be that type of person. So the setting feeds into this. So you can't. It's a perfectly justifiable to be kitty and going, I want to save people because it's the right thing to do.
Perception in the eyes of the fans. Which leads to my final pillar of storytelling that creates fans for Tanjiro but haters for Deku. And this one surprised even me when I realized. The characterization.
Doesn't characterization have a Z in it?
Yes.
Big ups.
You're correct. I don't think he spelled that anywhere.
Why would characterization be the big like? I've never thought about this. This is gonna change the way that I see writing forever.
I need to look into these characters, and I never realized characterization.
The world? Oh, they aren't just in white voids. Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Oh, things happen and then there's fallout from the things happening? Who could have possibly seen this in a story?
Mine eyes are open. Piece of shit.
This is nuts.
Tanjiro's characterization and personality is just more mature and realistic when you compare it.
Mature, realistic human. I don't care about mature.
No.
I don't care if it's more realistic. Yes. I care if I find it good and or entertaining. I find Deku good and or entertaining. I do not find Tanjiro entertaining at the very least. Good, who knows? If I sat down and thought about it, maybe. He's not an entertaining character, so it brings the score way the down.
And you're just saying this as if a hyper-realized character cannot be good. Is
Bugs Bunny realistic? Absolutely not. He's fantastic. Who cares?
You sit down a 3 out of 10 realistic character versus a 10 out of 10 unrealistic
like,
character.
what's the weight of that 3 compared to the 1 of the 10? Like, does realistic get an extra 4 points so it's automatically a 7 with it being a 3? So if it was an 8, it'd be a 12 compared to the... Like, it means nothing. Are you telling me there aren't crybabies in real life? Are you telling me there aren't people that just try to give it their all no matter what in real life? What about Deku is unrealistic?
Oh, I can't wait to hear that.
Though I've mentioned Deku and Tanjiro being quite similar, they are also drastically different. To put it simply, Deku as a character is hope bounded by childish naivety, whereas Tanjiro as a character...
Wait, what's the childish naivety? Well, yes, the childish naivety of I want to be a hero even though I'm not living in this. Yeah. But he grows past that. Once he can be the hero, he literally gets the way to be the best hero, and now you just need to work towards it. You see that this has happened before. All Might has been able to master this and be the best hero, so he can too. And this is the way to see that journey, as he says in the beginning. This is the journey of how I became the best hero. Asterisk, I meant actually we became the best hero.
We as a society.
Yeah, we as the collective. And I am part of that collective, so I wasn't lying to you technically. So,
by childish naivety, whereas Tanjiro as a character is also hope, but bounded by the cruel reality of the world.
This is the same point 3 different times of Demon Slayer is so dark, y'all. There's people dying.
How is it not childish naivety to believe you can turn Nezuko back into a
when
human
this has never been done before?
Never been
How
done
is it
before.
not childish naivety where it's just like this demon he's the progenitor of all the demons. He's been around for hundreds of years. We haven't even been able to beat his lower moons in centuries.
Upper moons.
Upper moon. But you gonna take homeboy out? You?
What is childish?
What's your plan, Tanjiro?
What's childishly naive about Deku that doesn't come to fruition? Like, everything he believes he can do, he ends up achieving in one way or another. So, where was the naivety? Because naivety is really just like, hey, this is the way the world works, but I believe it works better than this. And he sees that it doesn't. It comes crashing down. And then he's like, well, we can make it that, because I'm going to reach that little boy inside of Handman. There's a lot of going on in that sentence.
Is it not naive to think that Tanjiro could beat Rui? Because he wasn't going to without Nezuko.
He still didn't.
He still didn't.
He lost.
He would have been killed if not for Giyu. Is it not naive to think that, no, my sister ain't gonna eat me? Is it not naive to be like, cut this rock? And he tries and tried, and he wouldn't have been able to if not for the ghost people that rocked up. Come on now.
All bad.
Reality of the world. Deku's hope for a better world in the story is largely fueled by his desire to be like his childhood idol, All Might.
And then what happens? He rejects that during the Dark Deku arc, and then he realized the best way to end this cycle is to actually reach the person, the kid that's inside that was hurt, as opposed to just punching the big punch.
Shout outs to Silver Age, All Might, best costume.
Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah.
Room is decorated with the All Might.
Hey, that's some negative connotations on that flag back there. Looking real southern.
I don't know nothing about this racist connotations. I'm just saying they had some ideas.
I don't know nothing about this racist connotation. All I'm saying are there are superior races.
Might, his costumes All Might inspired, his moves are adapted from All Might.
Yes, and then he grows past that. That's the point of the character, or of just, I need to use my legs because I was just looking at All Might, but I need to be my own hero now.
And his dream to save people with a smile was inherited from All Might. Deku has his own identity, don't get me wrong, and MHA does a good job forcing Deku to confront the problem with his obsession with All Might. But at Deku's core, he's still that same kid from before, longing to be like his hero.
What's wrong with that? Yeah. All you're doing is just saying what happened and with a negative connotation on it.
But all he is at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And thankfully at the end of the day, he's still, like, it's the same. The end of those sentences are the same, but the meaning changes drastically.
Could you not say that it's a positive that he didn't lose his childish outlook in the face of a dude that can disintegrate you with literally hand around his neck? About to get disintegrated.
Contrast, Tanjiro is his own man.
Pause. What about the hilt that he has from Rengoku?
What about learning the sun breathing dance from his father, and that's what allows him to unlock all the bush? What are Tanjiro's wants beyond fixing Nezuko? Because she gets fixed and then he just keeps going. Because what's left for him? Well, no, that was just her walking in the sun. But beyond that, what does he want? I don't know.
And
how is he his own man and not just a device that is moving forward?
Let's hear.
His motivations aren't based on trying to be like anyone. Keep in mind,
Irrelevant.
Yeah, people got different motivations based on the world they're in.
It's neither good nor bad. It just is.
Yes. I want to fix my sister who was turned into a demon. Okay. If Nezuko had died, what would be his goal? Probably killing Muzan.
Find a strong enough rope.
And then he kills Muzan, and then what's left for him?
Yeah.
Like, what's after that? I know day to day the things that Deku wants. He wants to go hang out with his friends. He wants to do this. He wants to do that. He wants to do the third. I don't know what Tanjiro wants outside of the Nezuko thing. He's just moving through life with that goal in mind. So is he his own man? Or is he a slave to his goal?
they're both 16, but Tanjiro's hope for a better world is based on experiencing the worst the world had to offer, but still honoring the lessons and teachings his loving mother, father, and siblings taught him.
So what?
Yeah, so what?
So what?
Deku wants to be like the person who almost did world peace. And he wants to be that person. He wants to be depended on. He wants to bring comfort to people. What's the problem with that?
Chief among them, help those in need and protect and take care of your sister Nezuko. With that last lesson being what literally progresses the story of Demon Slayer as Tanjiro tries to find a cure to Nezuko's demonhood. All his life,
How is Deku trying to be the greatest hero not what progresses the story?
That is what progresses the story, in fact.
What?
Tanjiro has had real responsibility thrust upon him. He was literally the
But he has the generational long power with the dude that's like, kill that dude. Oh, also his protege who has his power now. You gotta be him too. Don't let him touch you. Generational.
I mean,
He got 8 mothers inside of him going, kill him.
yeah, you can't save this kid. When it comes down to it, you better take him out.
You kill this guy or he will rule the world. Okay? Okay.
No.
Oh no, sorry. He will destroy the world.
And then potentially build something.
You
on
had
the
to kill
ashes.
that guy who would have ruled the world.
Yeah.
But he's over there. We'll
Turning
handle
into a
him
baby.
later. Hopefully he turns into a baby or something. I don't know. It's stupid, but he turns into a fetus and ceases to exist. Whatever. But this guy, he's like him, but worse. Because that guy, he was cool ruling the world from the shadows. Just amassing quirks and power and all this stuff. This guy wants to touch the ground and then boom. So there's no stakes here.
Yeah. Bullet to the head, Deku. That's all it takes. Get him out of here. Don't try to talk him up down.
Gran Torino was just like, hey, sometimes you just gotta snap a neck. That's what this just gotta be. All right, just push him off the cliff and let nature take its course.
And hopefully we won't get a Tekken situation where he crawls out of that mug angrier than ever.
breadwinner for his family before the story of Demon Slayer began. So when us spectators see Tanjiro take good care of his responsibilities, not doing so because he's idolizing someone, but because he wants to be a good older brother and honor what his parents taught him, it makes us admire him and be more willing to indulge Tanjiro.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Because he doesn't look up to somebody, we're cool with him. This is goofy.
Boy, isn't it human to look up to people?
Sure. But no, you should be your own person. Your parents, don't look up to them.
Inspirations I wonder, who did you see to make you want to watch, make videos, make anime videos? Yes. Are you worse because you were inspired by somebody as opposed to somebody that just plop down and just go, I know nothing about any of this, but I got stuff to say about Muff and Muzan?
And whatever emotional outbursts he has, because we feel he has earned it. So when you...
Nobody, I don't like this crazy. Earning emotional outbursts. Moves are emotional. Some people are more emotional than others. Some are less. Some need the, hey, it's raining today. That's crazy. And other people are like, oh my God, you broke your finger. You're hurt. I'm super sad about it. And both are as valid as the other. I don't give a about this earning emotional outburst bullshit.
Add it all together, from the setting to the consequence to the characterization, you get a realer feeling main character struggling against higher personal stakes, which then legitimizes that MC being allowed to cry. Please like, sub, share.
Allowed to cry. Hall of Fame.
-11.
Ooh.
This is disgusting.
It's been a while.
This is disgusting.
It's
legitimately.
It's disgusting.
This is terrible. This is one of the most disingenuous bullshit I've ever seen.
This is one of the angriest I've been in quite a while. Like, I cannot believe some of these arguments.
Baby mentality of, I can't properly explain why Tanjiro is better than Deku, so I'm just gonna lie and obfuscate the truth and just...
the stakes. Darker world.
Ignoring the stakes and... Dude, it's disgusting.
Disgusting.
It's terrible.
Higher stakes because people die. I'm so tired of it. Human is...
and that's he's the only human. Way that a character can be good and relatable is to be human. But Deku isn't because I said he isn't. Because he idolizes something. It's terrible.
No, I'm not a man that believes in -11. But if I did, it would be.
Holy crap! From just this nothing 8-minute video, and then he front loaded it like, y'all ain't ready for this.
Even when I discovered this, I spent weeks researching and rewatching these series to come to the realization that setting is important, consequences are important, and characterizations are important to characters. Oh my God, have y'all thought about this? Hold up, let me blow y'all mind. The characters.
Huh?
Have you thought
1 million subscribers, please?
Terrible.
Terrible.
Alright, Saturday, we don't know what we're doing yet. It's potentially the thing, otherwise it's another thing.
Potentially the thing, but we will talk about that when the thing starts thanging.
Yeah, we don't thang until the day of. Like, legitimately. He hit me up today with like, hey, here's the video. Because I was like, I'm getting home late. I don't know if we can do it. We might dub up
something. Yeah. Because it's been dry.
Dude, and it's gonna continue. Oh, but we can start switching our days to Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, now things are gonna change now for the better end.
Do we, is that AMV still somewhere?
What do you mean?
The Spider-Man one.
It might be in one of those packs.
I got it because it's been a while. I liked it a lot.
I should finish that.
No, what?
What?
Remake? It's
obviously.
What? I should do that at this point.
That and the It one.
It was so... It got to a point where I was like, what if his birthdays, I should just do that and just finish it.
I could do the other one now or mix them.
Yeah, oh, for sure a mix.
Oh, but then that Dairy series is coming out too, so maybe I'll wait for... Whatever. I'm not going to do it. I don't know why I'm pretending like, oh, maybe I... No.
Yeah, I got a bunch of ideas. They are just ideas until hopefully one day I'm like, hey, yo. Hey, yo, let's do something. I've been running around another SpongeBob M&M for years. 4 years. Yeah, so Saturday, we'll see what we want to do. Enjoy whatever.
Did you end up going together and weapons?
Yes.
And
did you watch them both?
No.
Both thumbs up. Together, shockingly way thumbs up. Like, I love Together.
Okay, good.
I love Weapons.
I've heard nothing but
I loved Weapons. I said, legitimately, Together 8.5, Weapons 9. Like, Together was way up there. Are you doing a double feature? Or?
More than likely.
Yeah, that's the one to do.
Those look very good.
They're so good.
That's the plan, man. Excellent.
Yeah, I had to take a Sunday and just go. All right. 11 a.m. was Together, and then Weapons was 1:15. And so I had printed out both my tickets, and I'm just looking at it like, okay, theater 1, blah, blah, blah. Walk over to it. I sit down. Weapons is playing, and I'm like, is this the trailer? And then it just kept going on like, oh, I was in there for like 40 seconds. I was like, oh no. I looked at my tickets again. Oh, I gotta go to the other theater. I come back to this one at 1. Thankfully, it was at the very beginning, and basically nothing happened. Oh, I would have been pissed. If it was like near the end, I would have been pissed.
That's the plan, man.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. Go watch Together, y'all. Go watch Weapons. Fantastic Four was fine. Go watch Superman. Superman is coming out to digital tomorrow. So y'all get that however you're gonna get it. But watch it. Is there anything else?
No, that's it. Ain't got no wee woo.
Yeah. It's too hot for that.
Yeah. There was a good wee woo last time. I don't remember but I remember.
I do remember it was a good one, and you said you were coming back, and then
that's fine. It's late.
The rats threw you off.
It's the rats. Is this Bush?
This has been Omega Bush.
Omega. So I think I can be excused for not having a proper wee woo.
That's fine.
Just this one time. We're getting back into the groove. We've got. I
back
just
in
came
New
back.
York groove.
This is the second time that I've flown, and it was terrifying. I was in
really
paradise. It's crazy.
I haven't asked you anything about the trip or the con because I've been waiting for the podcast because I assume it's going to be a good 25 minutes of that.
I will say this: literally. Everything but the autograph session was bad in one way or the other. Literally.
Oh yeah, this is
name
great.
A thing, and there's something horribly wrong about it, except for the one autograph session that I needed to go to, and I walked away. And serotonin's in my mind going. Pretty good weekend. It was great. It's like a pregnant woman pushing out a watermelon, just going the joys of childbirth as they're scooping up the poop and pee and blood all over the place. Like, no, it wasn't.
There's no joy here.
I got the thing I wanted, but it was coasting a polished, and that's what happened.
So definitely tune in Sunday, y'all, because if you've never been part of a DA con story, you're probably in for some. The rats alone was enough, and that's probably low level compared to some of the others.
A little bit of a teaser.
Yeah.
I didn't have an Airbnb. I didn't have a hotel. I had a hostel.
Oh no!
I will no longer be having hostels, no matter how cheap I am. Stay tuned.
I will spend that extra $160.
100%. 1,000%.
You never do good when you're traveling alone with accommodations. It has never been good.
And the trend continues.
Where would you rank this?
Literally. It wasn't as big as knives being pulled on me or
Yes.
subway
That's number one.
blowjobs or anything like that. It was just a lot of little, really bad things that happened.
That just eventually piled up.
And it was just like,
That set off some alarms.
what else can go wrong? I just want
I
a
had it,
burger.
y'all.
All I want is a burger.
He didn't even hear it.
No, I didn't.
I said that set off some alarms.
Oh, dang.
A bunch of little things
dang.
that set off some alarms.
Dang, that would have
But
been...
that burger part needed to be said. You were so mad about this.
Cause I just burger!
Cause burger.
If you go to DC
Uh-huh.
and you see a big sign that says Gordon Ramsay Burgers,
I'd of course go.
of course you'd go. Of course you would expect high quality food at a reasonable price and a reasonable speed.
Reasonable is it closer to a Red Robin's or a Burger King?
It is a burger / pizza place. It is a
Gordon
Ramsay burger and pizza.
I would expect a reasonable pace, if nothing else.
I did too.
I went to Wahlburgers. One of the worst I've ever been to. I hope it's closed down downtown. I hope. It does not deserve commerce.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm the bad guy for tender your resignation.
Marky Mark does not deserve money for the quality of product he put out. It was the most disappointing thing in the excursion that me and Britt do to food places. It is by far the absolute worst we've ever
Just
been to.
bad food or...
Oh yeah, for sure. She picked it that time. She was like, yeah, I've always heard about this. I wanted to try it. She walked out like, I'm so sorry. Because she knew that shit was filth.
Yeah. But, yep. I got what I wanted.
And that's...
And my brain is tricking me into thinking that it was a success.
It was a success. It wasn't good. No, that's the difference. You're conflating the two. That's what's happening in your brain.
That is my mistake.
And you best believe if another big once in a lifetime voice actor was there.
Let's go.
Can't wait.
Did
you fix your mistake for the
art? Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Because that's the reason we didn't have an episode last week. I was watching AEW Dynamite. And I was like, let's do it tomorrow. He's like, cool. Hit that tomorrow. It was just like, no revisited. I made a mistake. I gotta fix it.
It's more of my own psychosis where I'm just like, this needs to be as perfect as possible. And it wasn't. And I was just like, I can make it better. Why didn't I do this before?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I need to do this now.
There you go. Did they appreciate it?
Very much so.
That's all you need.
The only reason why I got my sign was because they appreciated it.
Really?
Yes. There was a big sign that says, no fan art.
Yeah.
And I went,
I'm going to try, and if I can't, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. I had a backup.
Yep. And
I bought a Shonen Jump that was the 5th anniversary of Sket Dance, and it came with a big poster. I was just like, she either signs the front or the big poster, whatever. This is my backup.
Yep. But you got the art.
But I got it. And it was the only thing positive about that stain of a weekend.
Y'all tune in to this in podcast.
We will curtain down and click the button.